I want to first get your assessment on the current situation in the south of Lebanon and what the peacekeepers there have had to deal with on a day-to-day basis, especially since Israel launched its ground invasion of the area.
Yeah, the situation has been very concerning, especially in the last couple of weeks. After, as you said, IDF informed us of their intention of starting this, quoting them, limited incursions inside Lebanese territories, and also after asking the mission to move from certain positions along the blue line. We have around 29 positions close to the blue line. But it was a decision was taken by all the countries that are part of UNIFIL. There are 50 countries right now to stay, to remain, not to leave the area. It's important that our presence is visible, although heavily challenged, because the monitoring capability at the moment are very limited.
Right, and we've heard from Netanyahu warn before that Lebanon could very well turn into another Gaza. More than 207 UN staff have already been killed in Gaza. Are there any security measures that UNIFIL has been taken to prevent such a situation occurring in the south of Lebanon?
Of course, we are adjusting our security situation on a regular basis, especially for our troops. But as it's important, in fact, to have an international presence in south of Lebanon, because although very limited capabilities, we still reporting to the Security Council whatever we can see or whatever we can also see through our radars. And also important to be present to provide humanitarian support to the population, to deconflict situations with the UN agencies, to bring assistance, because there are still thousands of people in the south that they need the most basic needs, and this is something that we have been trying to do, but very challenging because the shelling is ongoing. But the situation, as I said, is difficult. Our bases have been hit 3 times yesterday, and 3 times yesterday by the IDF, and we have vocally reminding them that it's also their obligation to protect peacekeepers that are doing their job in the south of Lebanon.
All right, let's talk a bit about the humanitarian work that's being conducted on the ground. I mean, the humanitarian situation is quite grave, and it's deteriorating by the day. We know that hundreds of thousands of people have been displaced from their homes, fleeing the area. Talk to us about your operations on the ground and how effectively you're able to conduct it amid the fighting.
We have been trying for days, maybe weeks now, to deconflict these humanitarian activities by providing information to the parties, but also to the IDF to ensure the safety and security of humanitarian convoy. As I said, has been difficult, challenging because the shelling has not stopped. We have been able to bring some assistance together with NGOs, Lebanese Red Cross, and international and UN agencies, but there is much more needed, much more, because although over 350,000 people left the south of Lebanon, which is the vast majority of the population, you still have a large number of people in the south in need of the basic assistance. So we are still pushing for it, but as I said, has been tremendously challenging.
Right, and a ceasefire, of course, is essential for those operations to continue. We did hear from the Lebanese Prime Minister, and he's expected to submit a request to the UN Security Council for a complete and an immediate ceasefire and for the implementation of the UN SC Resolution 1701. How crucial, in your view, is it that they do implement an immediate ceasefire?
This is beyond being crucial. That's is essential to stop something that could be bigger, could be a regional conflict. So ceasefire is more than a must, and recommit to 1701 is also paramount importance. 1701 was the resolution to stop the conflict in 2006, agreed by both sides, and is still very much valid now. The main provisions of 1701 are still important. What we do not have is the real commitment from the parties and implementation. We can assist in the implementation, but the implementation, of course, it's not there.
Indeed, the spokesperson for UNIFIL, Andrea Tenenti, thank you so much for being with me here on the NewsHour and sharing that insight with us. I appreciate it.